Leadoff will play shortstop Luis Urias. Urias at short. Joe Perio will be at second base. He'll be batting second. Divisions tonight. Perio at second. The designated hitter is Nick Torres. He'll be batting third in tonight's pitching order. Torres to the DH. Probably much longer with the Georgia cleanup hitters and his mission right fielder, Reyes in right. Josh Naylor will be at first base. He'll be batting fifth for the Missions tonight. Naylor at first. Third baseman Ty France in sixth in tonight's mission order. France at third. Albert Martinez will be in left field. He'll be batting seventh tonight for San Antonio. Martinez in left. Stephen McGee handles the catching duties for San Antonio. He'll be batting eighth tonight. McGee catching. Center fielder Austin Bousfield rounds out the batting order for San Antonio. Bousfield in center. And Urias, Perio, and Torres lead off three. Reyes, Naylor, and France are middle. Martinez, McGee, and Bousfield round out the batting order for the San Antonio Missions tonight. On the bump for the good guys, Chris Huffman. Huffman tonight's starting Missions pitcher and tonight's starting lineup.
What's going on, everybody? Jay Baker Vlogs here, and welcome to the next episode of the vlog series. Well, if you guys haven't seen the previous episode, you can find it in the playlist below, and you are good to go. Well, anyway, guys, tonight I'm going to talk about the San Antonio Missions. We got new announcements, and most likely we are 89 days away from the official start of the 2018 baseball season. And that is with the San Antonio Missions taking on the visiting Arkansas Travelers. And then after that, they will have the next 3-game series with the visiting Northwest Arkansas Naturals. And most likely that is the start of the baseball season, and also the start of me being really busy over the summer, because I will be holding the camera, putting out content, and holding it for at least 2 to 3 hours, just filming the whole thing and getting everything on camera, making everything a memory, because I know that this is it for the Missions. This is the final season of their AA franchise. I know it is what it is. So, you guys have probably heard the conversation of where my friend and I were talking about the Missions getting a 2-part documentary. That is right, guys. 2-part documentary airing in September. And most likely this will be the final recording. This will be the San Antonio Missions taking on the visiting Corpus Christi Hooks in the final game of the AA franchise. And most likely, guys, this is a sad year. A lot of Missions fans that love baseball will probably go off to the new baseball stadium and watch the new franchise there. But a lot of y'all are probably saying, what happens to Nelson Wolff Stadium? Well, and in my opinion, I really don't know. That question, I'm sorry, I'm getting y'all confused. That question is just going to have to remain unanswered until the final game, where I'm going to find my friend and do an interview, because he is the salesman ticket guy that sells tickets to the fans that really love baseball, that enjoy it, and that have been watching them for 23, now started 24 years. And literally, guys, there's a lot of questions I would love to answer, but a lot have to remain uncertain because this is something that I don't know of. What is the future of baseball for San Antonio? I don't know that question. What is the future of Nelson Wolff Stadium? I don't know that question either. I mean, I wished I had all the answers, but literally I don't. Well, you guys have heard that last year in June, David Elmore announced the relocating San Antonio Missions to Amarillo, Texas. And a AAA baseball team will be relocated here in San Antonio. They are known as the Colorado Springs Pacific Coast League. They're all the way in Colorado. This will be our new AAA, and yes, they will be called the Missions. They'll just be the AAA franchise Missions. But anyway, you guys are probably wondering, well, you do a baseball series on YouTube. Do we get to see games in 2019? Yeah, it's a possibility that there will be games in 2019. But as far as I'm concerned, taking a road trip to Corpus Christi, that is going to be something, because I have always wanted to go out and visit the Hook Stadium. They say the stadium is on the docks, and most likely I've seen videos of the Corpus Christi Hook Stadium. You smell the ocean, the water, you hear the seagulls, and you see boats passing by the stadium, and you're like, oh, I wonder what they're carrying. I have no idea, but I'm focused more on the game and stuff. But anyway, it is a possibility that Corpus Christi and Midland, between those two, that is the only way that this YouTube series will continue onward in the near future. Even though this thing right here that I have hanging on my wall, the canvas art, is the remembrance of the missions, because having this documentary in September of this year, first we will have the final game, and then the final goodbyes to Nelson Wolff Stadium, and also the good times that went on during baseball games, and so. But anyway, guys, want to encourage y'all to watch these games, and most likely these games is what brings people together. That's what baseball is all about these days. Yeah. It's just my favorite sport. It was my Uncle Robert. But anyway, guys, let me tell you something about what my uncle loved. This was before he passed on last year. He lived in Midland for 40 years. He was a avid bridge player. He loved the slot machines. He loved the Rockhounds. He was also a member of the Midland Baptist Church, where he always attended. He lived in Midland 40 years, and he retired from Plains. That was a workshop that he worked at. Don't know what he did there, but he done something. But every day off that he had season tickets. I don't know how many season ticket holders he had, but I know he had a lot. He probably watched games when the Midland Angels was here and the Midland Cubs, because literally, guys, the Rockhounds was not originated during that time. But in 2002, this is where the Midland Cubs finally changed their name. This was the permanent name, Midland Rockhounds. This was, I don't know how to explain to you guys, but this was the best name because you have a rock, a big rock, or a hound dog, and they put it together. Rockhounds. Rockhounds. Put that word together, and literally they made the baseball team. A lot of years watching them play, and been a fan for 14 years, been a Missions fan for 3, or already 4 years? No, it can't be 4 years, but I've been a fan probably 3, because I started in 16 just watching the Missions. So, anyway, they had good players. They had somebody by the name of Dusty Coleman. Now, let me tell you about Dusty Coleman. If you watch the start of the series for 2017, you guys know what I'm talking about. This guy was in for 6 games on the 2017 series. And I tell you something, this guy can really hit a baseball. He can hit a home run within a blink of an eye. And a lot of people will say, daggum, this guy can really hit a baseball. I mean, I tell you, without a shadow of a doubt, this guy can hit a ball. And then you had Max Muncy, you had Bo Taylor, you had Billy Burns. These guys, they were really good when they were on the Midland Rockhounds. And then you had Max Schrock, who just now got promoted to the Springfield Cardinals. So he is still going to visit us in San Antonio. And a lot of y'all are probably going to say, wait, wasn't he a former Rockhound? Yeah, he was. He was a former Rockhound. This guy could really hit. He was like his friend, Dusty Coleman. He is a really good baseball player. All of them are. I mean, these guys that went off to the big leagues, they are really good. And one of these days they get into the majors, they will be extremely good, Because first off, you have the little leagues, you have single A, double A, triple A. I don't know what comes after triple A, but I do believe it could be the majors. And literally you could play for New York or the Yankees, the Red Sox, any team that is major league related. They say, hey, you know what? We're calling you to be on one of those teams. So they just sign you over to them, and literally you're now part of that team. And literally that player is going to be remembered. No doubt about it. They're going to be remembered. Dusty Coleman, yeah, one of my favorite guys on the Midland Rockhounds, and was on 6 games in the start of the 2017 series. And, well, this guy, he was traded off to the Omaha Storm Chasers, and then all of a sudden got hurt and literally got on the disabled list. Anyway, guys, Max Schrock, he's a really good player. Shout out to him because he's a really hard worker. We will be seeing him when San Antonio faces off Springfield. And most likely, I hope we get to see some familiar faces. Just saying. But anyway, guys, don't forget that in September, we will have the 2-part documentary. The first one will be the final game recording of the San Antonio Missions. And then we will have the final goodbyes. This will be the final recording of the San Antonio missions. You know, guys, I really do hate goodbyes, but what can I do? David Elmore, he's the owner, and he'll do whatever he wants to do. But literally, these guys deserve it. They work hard, and they deserve it. But anyway, don't forget the final game, San Antonio Missions versus Corpus Christi Hooks, and then the final recording documentary. This will be the 2-part documentary. Don't want you guys to miss out. Or actually, you ain't going to miss out, because it will be here on the channel forever. This will be a long-lasting memory. And also, in remembrance of the San Antonio missions being in AA, and literally their final farewells and the final look at Nelson Wolff Stadium. But anyway, guys, don't forget to subscribe for more content, comment in the links below, drop a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and also don't forget, in September, the 2-part documentary. That's going to be something that I'm going to enjoy making with my friend, and literally just say goodbye to the missions. But anyway, and also one final game, which I cannot wait to see, because right there, that is the end of the AA franchise for the SA missions. Well, anyway, guys, be safe, make wise choices. We will see you back in the next vlog series episode. And be safe, make wise choices. Always remember, follow your passion. Follow what you really love to do. Do you love baseball? Do you love whatever you love? But anyway, be safe, make wise choices, and always remember, keep it real, keep it positive, and also, my last line that I always say, keep it rockin'. We'll see y'all later.